As CNN continues to fire people, their ratings are cratering to the worst in 9 years. In a desperation move, they bring on Bill Maher.
He ain't lying.
Because no one gives two fucks anymore.
You are correct, sir.
But instead of libs cheering, they're crying foul. Why? I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is What's Next. What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Jazz Berganzo, What's Next? Your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Well, last couple of days I've been doing sports themes in regarding to, of course, the continuous nonsense that is being spewed regarding our wonderful national pastimes. But we're going to get back to business, back to hard news, back to cutting-edge journalism. Yes, we're talking about CNN. And of course, CNN, whose ratings have tanked to the lowest in 9 years because no one gives two fucks about these guys anymore. While desperate times deserve desperate measures. What does CNN do? Let's bring in Bill Maher. Yes, Bill Maher, the quote-unquote controversial liberal comedian who got fired from ABC because of derogatory comments after 9/11. Has had a hit show on HBO for the better part, I would say, give or take, what is it, like 20 years now? Something like that. But anywho, CNN brings on Bill Maher to add a little spice in regards to the programming. Why? Because they pretty much fired everyone. From Cuomo to the little eunuch. And I don't know, I think Don Lemon is still working somewhere in the building. I don't know. But you would think that libs would be cheering. You think that libs would be going, you know what? Damn right. We got Bill Maher. We're going to get, we're going to get the ratings back. But no, you actually have libs who says that Bill Maher is not liberal enough. Wow. How the left love to eat their own. Let's take a look. This comes out of Outkick. Left-wing Twitter melts down over racist Bill Maher adding segment. Really? Let's hear a little bit from, of course, Clay Travis.
Have hit a 9-year ratings low. You have to go all the way back to 2014 before Donald Trump even entered politics.
Exactly, before he even entered the lexicon.
Time on CNN. This confirms what I've been telling you for a very long time. Donald Trump was a sugar high for CNN that led to the destruction of the overall CNN brand.
Yes.
I started watching CNN, like many of you did right now, during the first Gulf War, when CNN covered, and it was considered the first ever televised war. Saddam Hussein invades Kuwait.
I remember that.
We go back to
I remember that.
Kuwait.
It was very eye-opening.
Send Iraq back to its borders. It was riveting, must-see television.
Absolutely.
Bernard Shaw, I still remember being a kid, watching him report from a hotel in Baghdad as the American bombing began. That was when CNN was at its apex, when it created the brand that it owned news. During Donald Trump's presidency, the run-up to that presidency, and the 2016 and 2020 presidential elections, CNN destroyed its brand.
CNN announced plans to air a segment of Bill Maher on its program on Fridays. The network will pivot away from CNN Tonight. Of course, remember that used to be Don Lemon's show until Don Lemon got demoted. To broadcast Maher's post-show segment Overtime as a means to improve ratings. The channel continues to set record low viewership, last week averaging its lowest total in 9 years. CNN lacks star power, an individual whose appointment viewing. Yes, that must-see TV guy? Yeah, not there. That's where Maher comes in, hopefully. HBO and CNN share common ownership, and Maher is the golden goose. But he isn't as politically correct as the average CNN host. He's a Democrat, but has not progressed with the party's demands. He says the party has changed, not him. Presently, he mocks the woke left as frequently as he does the right. And there lies an the outrage. Yes, the faux outrage. Maher trended on Twitter Tuesday morning as the left-wing blue checks rallied against the independent voice encroaching on their territory. Often unstable Young Turks host Cenk Uygur, the clown that got embarrassed by Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Dinesh D'Souza, and of course, many, trash him because of his stupidity, didn't appreciate CNN, including someone who doesn't support his opinions. Bill Maher is actually perfect for CNN, to be honest. False equivalencies, propping up right-wing culture war, talking points, fighting for the status quo, and that smug face. Tepper might get jealous because he might be outsmugged. MSNBC host, Mehdi Hassam suggested Maher is a racist. He called for his cancellation for the crime of opposing cancel culture. Bill Maher is obsessed with the idea that cancel culture is out of control. Yet Maher himself just got a new CNN gig, despite saying outrageous things about Muslims, Arabs, trans people, making crass jokes about Asians, and using the N-word, yes, dropping M-bombs on TV. Cancel culture, okay? Former cable news host Keith Olbermann, yes, Keith Oberdouche, who's lost his mind as of recently, pretty much since he got fired from ESPN, stays home on Friday nights. He pets his dogs and consumes left-wing commentary on television, but he'll be damned if he turns on CNN again. Olbermann is protesting the move. So as Bill Maher's leftovers will run over CNN Friday nights as a veteran guest on that show, not as this going to the top CNN 92,000 demo range rating average. What about profanity? Keith Olbermann. Yeah, didn't make any sense when I first read it too. Elsewhere, the anti-white bishop, this guy is a total ass clown, and I meant to do a story on this guy, and I will, is crestfallen that CNN would dare to include Bill Maher's mayonnaise tears on his airwaves. Bill Maher attacked wokeness, calling himself a house N-word, defended Ingram, hosted Megyn Kelly to complain about black victimhood, and Sharon Osbourne to complain about cancel culture. His mayonnaise tears tour will now continue on CNN, tweets the bishop. Note, the Swan says a white folk is either melanin-deficient monster, mayonnaise dripper, or melanin-deficient demon. Wow, what a peach. We now know which phrase defines Bill Maher. The side of diversity and inclusion, again, proves that they are far from. In fact, they are the side of exclusion. They often call it the ostracization of anyone who sees a matter differently than the prevailing narrative. Maher has exposed degrees of hysteria, from COVID-19 dramatics to the woke mob, from obesity to CRT in the classroom, and they hope to ruin him for it. Ultimately, Maher is a grave threat to the movement. While they can dismiss the likes of Rogan and Carlson, it is a challenge to disregard a Democrat, anti-Trump comedian. Maher is also more influential than any other media pundit on their side, save perhaps Rachel, the little angry man, Maddow. That's what sets him apart from popular satirists like Trevor Noah and John Oliver. Maher admitted as much last month, explaining the difference between him and others. Quote, I tell the truth. I don't perform just one half of the country and say the things that will make them applaud. Obviously, angry left-wing blue checkers prefer CNN to remain focused on just the one half. At this point, CNN has nothing to lose. CNN's lost everything else. The fact of the matter is, when you fire your prime timers, all of them, because of their ass clownery, you reach in a desperation move. You reach out to Bill Maher and go, yeah, Bill, what do you think about Friday nights? Your little overtime segment, you can bring it on, try to spice things up. And of course, Bill Maher's like, yeah, show me the monies. You want it? Show me the monies. So Bill Maher is happy to do this, You would think that someone like Cooper Anderson would be applauding for this. Now, I don't know his thoughts on it. He may be applauding it. He may be, dismissing it as a PR stunt. There it is, as a PR stunt to try to boost its cratering ratings. It doesn't matter. They can get 10 Bill Mahers. The only thing that's going to wake them up, to those watching at home, to the very few that are still watching them, is Donald Trump showing up one day on the scene. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. And Clay Travis is absolutely right. They pushed all their chips into the middle of the table and bet on Trump. And they were loving every minute of it. They soaked it up, like a sponge, like someone on crack. They could not stop themselves from ingesting Donald Trump. And still to this day, now, Trump is living rent-free in their heads. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Barganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.